feeling golden, lost in the moment. It's taking over me. Keep your composure, you know that I want ya. Can you just hold that beat? Just turn the lights up, baby. Let it go.
And we're back, Chat GTM live here from the RLC show here in Arizona. I'm here with my good friend, and I say good friend because you're one of the few people in the world that I go and see blues with or listen to blues when we go to Chicago. Mr. Ira Gleser, when I met you, you were with Microsoft. You were a maven and a prognosticist, futurist, and an evangelist of AI. That's how I see it. So evangelize. So whatever, meet Ira. Ira is amazing. If you don't know him, you should. He knows the ins and outs of one of the biggest companies on the planet that does some really interesting stuff with AI. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you. It's really great to be here with both of you. AI is really a topic that's on everyone's mind. I mean, no doubt. It's everywhere. I mean, even Oprah's doing specials about AI.
You get an AI, you get an AI, you get an AI.
Absolutely. And you're right, Michael. I brought Microsoft out here to RLC 2 years in a row, and we talked about AI, and we filled the room. Everybody has a lot of questions. People are looking for answers.
I was in on the first time. It's all about, hey, here's what you can do to make a menu.
Yep.
Right? Was it the first year we were talking about menu creation?
Yep. So I think for the audience, for people here at RLC, there's a couple ways to think about this, and it's really simple. It starts with use case. It starts with what are you trying to accomplish? And so I'll give you just a few examples.
Sure.
Okay. If I'm in marketing, I'm thinking about the guest experience.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm really paying a lot of attention to what's going on with voice ordering at drive-thru.
It's a big deal. Love to hear that.
How do we improve speed of service? How do we improve latency? How do we get better upsell?
How we personalize it.
How you personalize it. Exactly right.
Yeah.
How do they remember me the next time I come back?
Yeah.
If I'm a VP of Ops, I'm thinking about the employee experience, frontline employees at the office, and just thinking about how to improve retention, how to give them the information they need to make better decisions faster. And for the frontline, what if they want to change their schedule? What if they want a little bit more flexibility? Yeah. What if they need help making that sandwich? They're 3 weeks on the job and their onboarding buddy, Chad, is out sick that day, and I don't remember how to make the LTO sandwich. What if I could hit my headset and AI tells me, here's the build for that sandwich? That's real.
Wow.
And that's here. If I'm in supply chain, I think I was out too late with you yesterday. If I'm in supply chain, I'm thinking about process improvement.
Yeah.
And how AI can really accelerate that. And I think the last one, and I think the one that's most fun for me, is innovation. New product builds. An example we gave here a couple years ago, really simple example. I'm thinking about my marketing calendar, and I'm thinking about which LTO has worked best in my business the last 10 years. That would take days and weeks. Now it takes about 40 seconds. So those are 4 areas, and that's really the starting point you raise is what's the use case? What are we trying to figure out? And then really set about...
Is that like what's our biggest problem right now? Or
it's the old, what keeps you up at night? What am I trying to figure out? How do I stay competitive? How can I get ahead of the competition? So that's broad strokes, 5,000 feet.
Okay.
Now, when you
Zoom in a little bit.
When you click down, I'm going to drop a couple F words, but nothing that'll get us censored.
Well, Mark Wahlberg did enough yesterday.
Mark's a little, in better shape than me. But the first is, if I'm a mid-level employee, I'm experiencing FUD. I've got fear, I've got uncertainty, I've got doubt. Well, how do I get started? And really, one of the keys here, if there are 3 things I could remember to share with both of you, it sounds so simple, but it's really about training, and it's really about learning how to do prompts. And I know that's prompts.
Oh, you're talking about the horse whisperer.
It's what you key in.
Yeah.
Because people think it's a one-off, whether you're using ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, whatever.
Yeah.
They think it's a one-off.
Absolutely
What we're doing here is having a conversation. So
training.
Exactly. I type something, it gives me an answer, maybe I didn't like it. The follow-up should be, no, what I really want to know is this. So training and deployment is so key.
Yeah.
Because right now, folks are getting access to a ChatGPT. They're trying it on their own.
Yeah.
They're in the shallow end of the pool.
Yeah.
They're not having a great experience, and they say, this sucks.
And they're trying to write cover letters and write-ups, right? There's so much more.
Yep.
You know.
So there's that uncertainty and doubt, and how do I make this work?
Yep.
Now, if I'm an executive, and I just have to share this one, when I created the first ever restaurant CIO council at Microsoft,
Yep.
we had 12 of the most well-known brands around the table, and we were having an AI session. And a CIO of a national QSR chain, and I won't say who, said, you know what, guys? I'm not worried about FOMO, fear of missing out. I'm worried about Faux FU,
Faux FU.
fear of effing up.
Okay.
So there's the key observation for me is the IT departments are enablers
Yep.
and gatekeepers. They're not necessarily decision makers.
Yeah.
And the reason the CIO said this is I've got my CEO in my office every day pinging me. Where are we? Let's go fast.
With AI, or just where are we?
Where are we going with AI?
Okay.
So you've got Faux FU and you've got FUD.
Right. And
that's
then in the middle, you got CYA.
and the middle. You always have some CYA. You always have some CYA going.
Well, for some reason, I always imagine George W. Bush popping out, like old school George W., popping out of the old office door, going, hey, can I get me a hot cup of AI? What do I need it for? Like, it doesn't seem like they know what they need it for. I just need some AI.
I want to frame this.
Yeah.
I've heard smart people each present a very different perspective. I'll paint it in the explain. One camp would say, we don't talk about AI. We'll talk about the problems we want to solve.
Yep.
And if AI is part of that solution, great. But let's focus on the problem and the best solution to get there. Other side, no, AI is massive. It's going to change everything. If we're not leaning into AI technology specifically and understanding it, we're going to miss the boat. We're going to be behind, and it's going to be our competitive death. Where do you fall in the middle? Because I'm sure either extreme's wrong.
It's a great question. Well, Michael knows me pretty well. Michael knows I have a real issue with product selling.
Look.
So I'm in the camp of the second thing you said, that right now we have a bright, shiny object.
Yep.
Everybody wants a cup of it, a bag of it, but like everything else, it really starts with what's the business need, what are you trying to solve, and if and where can AI play a role?
Yep.
Versus we got to get that. Let's get our partners in here. Let's get our big tech partners in here. Talk about AI, because I was on the front lines for several years with customers, and it really has to begin with what are we trying to do? What's the use case? What's the problem we're trying to solve? Then let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Versus we got to get it now. We'll put it on the shelf.
Yep.
We're not sure what we're going to do with it, but man, it looks really, really cool up there. So I'm definitely in the camp. It's another arrow in the quiver, for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So, how do you know? So, let's just back up one step. How do you go from where you were to being the AI guy for Microsoft? We're an AI guy or evangelist for Microsoft. How'd that happen?
Is this a personal question? How'd I get there?
Yeah, like what bumped you into this lane? Because AI strategy, I think you're the man of your time. Like if we think about where the world is right now, and if we're talking about businesses, things are happening. The questions people are asking right now are, what is my? Let's boil it down to the pure sense. What is my AI strategy?
Right.
It seems like you're a man perfectly suited to that now, and where the world is.
Well, I appreciate
How'd you
that.
get here?
It's longer than we probably have time to cover.
Well, that's a teaser for our next show, by the way.
We don't have time.
But really, here's the headline.
Yeah.
The headline is, I love this industry, the restaurant industry. And I think that somebody who really has a deep understanding for what operators are trying to achieve, some of the barriers they have to get there, and being able to speak their language and be a trusted partner resource to them, which is exactly what you two are, is really how the journey brought me to Microsoft. I just saw it as a generational opportunity to be part of a company that's really writing a story. And, at the end of the day, as Michael knows, I'm a Marcom guy, I'm a biz dev guy, I love all that. Again, I think the question you asked a minute ago is perfect, and it's relevant for this answer, is it's not what's the next bright, shiny toy I can market or talk about or sell. It's just another way to elevate the conversation with the great people in this industry. And that's really what led me to this chapter of the journey. But there's a longer answer for another time.
We'll definitely get that. So last part here before we get off. So thinking about where you are now, so you've made some adjustments. You moved from Microsoft.
Yep.
and you are actually you're helping people in this way. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm at a point in the journey now where I'm all about paying it forward. I'm all about sharing what I've learned and where can I help. And what I found even here at RLC is, as I talk about my new venture, people are waiting for the pitch. I don't have a pitch. I want to get acquainted. I want to connect with you. I want to understand. And then when someone says, well, damn it, what is it you can do? We'll have that conversation. So right now, that's where I am in my journey. And, I'm very excited about it. It's just, it's a good place to be. And Lord knows there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of opportunity to help operators in the industry.
It's there's almost no end to it. There's always somebody who needs help.
Always something.
So I have the most hard-hitting question of this interview right now.
Okay.
Where are we going to take in Blues at NRA this year?
I'll tell you what,
We've done Buddy Guys twice now.
There's
It might just be the tradition, but where are we going to go? Kingston Mines?
I'm going to take that as a homework and a research
Yes,
assignment
I want to hear.
because Chicago is one of the great cities in this country, and once you get through the steak and the pizza and all of that, Chicago is blues.
Yeah.
So that's what makes going to the NRA show so exciting. So I'll take that as a homework assignment.
All right.
Ira, thank you both.
You're one of the good ones.
Thank you, Ira.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So this is Ira Gleser. Watch out for him in the industry. If you want to connect with him, he's on LinkedIn. He's present. You can look him up there. And if you have any questions about him, ask me. I'll tell you. He's fantastic. Absolutely love this guy. He's super smart, super helpful, and just a great human being. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this episode, and we'll see you in a little bit.
I'm feeling golden, lost in the moment. It's taking over me. Keep your composure.